Hey everybody, welcome to Lancaster Gangster 717. I'm your host, Necro Cornelius Grimoire. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to my second week. This is my second episode, technically, so nice to see ya. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed last week's episode. If you didn't catch it, go back and check it out. Like, subscribe, and comment. So this week I want to touch base on the believing in your self concept, and the power that it has. I just want to kind of clear that up a little bit and give you some examples of some of it in my life. So I definitely want to do that and show you guys and try to get you to see what I'm saying here about the power of believing in yourself and following your intuition and following your heart, if you will, and building your very own power. I'm gonna show you, prove to everybody how it works. So please join me on this journey, and let's do it together. Sounds like fun, right? Good. Anyway, so I'm still a little nervous. It's weird talking to the camera. So anyway, I'm gonna give you an example of this. So when I was younger in school, elementary school, I played football all through school. I remember when I first started, I was really nervous and didn't know anything about football, didn't know what I was doing. Had no clue. Didn't know how to get the pads on. I didn't know how to, I just didn't know anything at all. It was brand new, nervous and scared a little bit, And, but I really wanted to play football. I was into it. I was, I really enjoyed it. So I signed up for football. I'm at my first practice. Got my suit on, all this stuff, my uniform on and everything, and feeling good, Workouts were tough and stuff, and I was like, wow, this is different, cool. But, so we were doing some drills and stuff, and, the coach picked me out of the whole team. He said, Brian, get up here to the front. And they showed me what to do, and he said, give it your best shot, just see what you got. So I did. I gave it my best shot. And when I was done, he was yelling at everybody. I didn't know what was going on, but he says, you see how he did that? You see how it's done? That's how you do it, just like he did it. And, blah, 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 and yelling at all the kids again. But I didn't realize it at the time what was going on right there. But you know what happened right there was, he was giving me some keys right there, because I didn't know what I was doing when I was playing football, but ever since he did that on my very first day, I was good at football ever since, and I played it all through school. Played center all through school, so like my second year in football, I went to the coach and I said, look coach, I tried to read these plays and stuff, and I said, I don't know the plays, man. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, I don't know the plays. And I don't really know if I'm doing what I'm doing, if I'm doing good or not. Like, I went to him and talked to him, and he says, "Fuck them plays, Brian. Forget the plays. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing it right." And so he blew my head up again. And then we had like banquets and stuff, and I got like special mentions and things like that. Made me feel really, really good. It blew my head up. But at the time, I didn't see what was happening. You know what I'm saying? So what tipped me off was recently, last couple of years, like 4 or 5 years, I really committed to guitar playing and really wanting to commit, and really get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, really get it. So I've been putting in the hard work and practicing, and I'm believing in myself, and then I hear my progress, and then your parents will hear your progress, and your brothers and your friends and stuff, and they hear you getting good, and then they start to believe in you too. And they're saying, man, Brian, you're sounding really good, man. You should start playing out and trying to get a band or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, right. So they kind of, they build my power a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So now I believe in myself because I see my progress. They hear my progress and they're starting to believe in me. So then when I start playing out at the clubs or whatever, there's a whole other audience of people that are hearing me now. Now, if they dig what I'm putting down, they fucking start believing me. And they're like, wow, he's good, man, cool, this guy's, whatever. Even if I'm not the greatest player or whatever, it's not the point. The point is like they're building my power. And if you can break out of the way your brain is programmed to think, because your brain's not always right, and I know that's kind of a weird concept and kind of hard to understand, and it's hard to give you an example of that, okay? It's kind of like when you have like a cut that you didn't know about on your arm or something, and you didn't know about it, and hours later you just finally realize you got a cut in your arm, and all of a sudden it hurts. It's your brain. I don't think it's being right all the time because it just seen the cut, and then your brain is programmed to say ouch, you know what I mean, kind of thing, naturally. So you gotta kind of break your thinking down every day in every way like this to actually really get a good look at what's going on around you. So I've been doing this for long, you know what I mean, since I was a teenager, paying attention to myself, okay? So I do, and it's a struggle a lot of times because like I'm a regular dude, I'm stressed out to the max, I got kids, I live life, man, I got a life, and I'm not perfect, bro. I made mistakes. I fucked up a lot of shit, and I learned a lot. You see what I'm saying? But when I was paying attention to what was going on, a lot of it came down to the programming that is embedded in our brain, and it's not nobody's fault really. I think it happens. I don't know if it was like premeditated from the start, but it just kind of happens without our parents even knowing they're doing it. They, like some of us might know now that what's going on around us, like that we're doing this, like it's fucked up is what. So like when you think about, I know this all sounds crazy, but like listen to me for 1 second, okay? Because, what the football coach did to me when I was younger, I didn't realize at the time, but now, I'm 42 or 43 years old now. But now, like maybe 4 weeks ago, I figured this out, and it made a lot of sense because that memory came back to me, and I remember that, and I remember being good at football ever since that day, And same with my guitar playing. Like once my brother heard me like making progress and stuff, he was like, "Damn, bro, that's cool." So he would jump on the drums and we could rock out, and it builds you up, whether it's in your head or not. You got to believe in yourself first. I mean, that's the number one thing. I hope you know that already. So, but once you believe in something and you dedicate yourself and it's something that you're passionate about, it's not like you're working. It's not like you're just killing time. You're just doing what you like to do, which is how it's supposed to be, following your intuition and your heart and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you're doing that, it's not like you're working. You're living your best life, pretty much. You're living in the now is important. You know what I mean? Living in the now and stuff, and because we're so focused about tomorrow is the day you were worried about yesterday. Every fucking day, dude. Like every fucking day. You feel me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying, man? Fucked up, man. And it's toxic. It's toxic for all of us, man. And this is what I want to do, okay? I want to build a community here, man. I want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe, and share, and all this stuff, man, and help me prove to everybody out there that we have power. We have magic in us. Every one of us, dude. Every one of us. Because, like, dude, legit. I'm not perfect, I'm a regular dude. I made mistakes, okay? Everybody knows this. Everybody watching this is going to know this. They know me, What are you going to do about it? You know what I mean? I fucked up, bro. I manned up. I owned my shit. And I'm still living. And I'm still trying to fucking help people find this power that they have, because it'll change your life, bro. It will change your life. At least it did for me. It really did for me. It was a real eye-opener. Like a spiritual awakening, maybe. And I thought like a spiritual awakening, you had to be spiritual to fucking wake up to some shit, But no, dude, I was like, when all these pieces started coming together, man, out of nowhere. I've always been like theories and stuff and all that stuff, but I always believed inside what I believed. When I get like goosebumps or my hair stands straight up when I'm talking about a certain something or a topic, to me that's like the universe's way of saying, yo, dude, man, you're totally on point. You're fucking hey, man, keep it up. Keep doing it, because that's what's right. I don't get this feeling for no reason when my whole body's like the hair standing up. You're like, damn, fucking goosebumps and shit. That's a heavy feeling, man. And to me, it's like trying to tell me something, for sure. Because it's awesome, I love the feeling. But it's only when I'm talking about something that I believe in. follow what I'm saying? So when I believe in this shit, it's something else, bro. You know, it's something. It's really a lot, you know. So just something to think about, for real. Just something to think about and really keep in mind, you know, because you don't want to be in this program of a trap that kind of we're in, you know what I mean? Because like, it's toxic, man. It's not good for your mental health, I wouldn't think. It's not good for your, you know, just trying to live your best life and your quality of life kind of a thing. It definitely affects that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be hard to be this happy or to be happy in general. It shouldn't be hard to like love somebody, you know what I mean? And like, if you truly care about somebody, you know, you're gonna figure it out. You're gonna make it. You know what I mean? The universe kind of has your back too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say I never put bad energy out there. Okay? You know, I've had bad thoughts just like everybody else, and like I'm a regular dude. I'm a human being. I have feelings. You know, I get angry. You know, it's all these things. But at the end of the day, a lot of that shit was totally irrelevant to what life's really about. You follow what I'm saying? What's important in life to you? Love or happiness, or, you know, being yourself, or, you know, just you know, taking pride in something about who you are is where it starts, you know? And no matter how simple you might think it is, or like, oh, lots of people can do what I can do, or, you know, everybody has something special, you know what I'm saying? So even though other people might be able to do it, don't mean it's not special. Trust me, bro. It's not. It doesn't mean it's not special. It's special. It's still special. And women, you guys are powerful as fuck. I mean, goddesses walking around here, man, motherfucking acting like their shit don't stink though, and acting like they're better than everybody else, man. But they have so much power. If they could just break out of that fucking toxic, you know, mainstream fucking narrative of what we're supposed to be, you know, and how we're supposed to act and all that stuff, you know, you're gonna forget you even have any kind of abilities at all. You know what I mean? Like, you're really gonna fucking forget some shit. So, you know, I really wanted to touch base on that. You know, I ask you guys to please comment below and let's get some conversation going. You know, let's get this off the ground here, and let's show people how we do it. You know, let's show people how this works, and everybody can benefit from this. I promise. Like, you know, it's like, but you have to believe. Like, if you go into something thinking like, you know, this is nonsense, this is not going to work, you know, you're almost locking yourself out of your own bedroom, whatever. You're locking yourself out of your own house, kind of like a thing. You know, your own shit. You know, you're locking yourself right out from the gate when you say, look at something and it looks hard. Okay, it looks hard. I get it. But like, when you're saying and you believe that you can't do that, or you're not even going to try because you don't think you can, you know, right there is the red flag stopping you. You know what I mean? Like, it's yourself saying you can't. You know, so when you look at something, even if it's like, you know, I mean, I know there's certain things that I look at, I'm like, I'm probably not going to be good at that. You know what I mean? Like, and let's just be honest, like, it's not my strong point. But you don't know until you try. And if you try it and you really enjoy it, it might light something inside of you enough to where, like, you're going to keep doing it, and you're going to get good at it, and you're going to love it, and you're going to get somewhere with it, and you're going to feel this power I'm talking about. You know, you're going to believe more, and then you surround yourself with like-minded people. They believe in you. They see how good you're getting. All that stuff is real. Okay, it's in your, it's you know. But this is the thing. We're taught to think it's too good to be true, too easy. All you gotta do is believe in yourself? No way. That's bullshit. And I get it. I get that. I felt that way growing up my whole life, man. When they said you can be anything you want to be, I was like, you fucking full of shit. You know what I mean? Like, get real, bro. I want to be a rock star. Like, you know, like, we all have experiences like that are kind of out of reach. I mean, like, but that's our brain not being right all the time. Our brain's not always right. You know what I'm saying? Our brain don't know what we're fucking supposed to be. It's the heart, you know? You gotta follow your intuition, man. Your brain's powerful, but your heart also is too. It's a combo meal. Fucking, you can't get it at Burger King or McDonald's, bro. You know, you gotta get this shit straight out of the fucking ether, bro, and realize it yourself, and take a big fucking hit, and get your shit tight and fucking think about what's going on. You know, excuse my language, man. You know, I hope your kids ain't nearby or nothing. You know, mine aren't. You know, which is good. I'm sorry about my language, but listen, dude. You know, I'm trying to keep it real. I'm trying to show people how anybody can do this, because right now, I have a part-time job right now. My mom's sick. I'm taking care of my mom. I'm starting this podcast. You know, I fight to see my kids in a custody situation and all this shit. You know, my dad's not doing great. You know, and like, I'm sure a lot of you feel the same exact way, man. Like, am I ever gonna get ahead out of this hole? I'm behind. I'm fucked. Yeah, I feel fucked, you know? But let's build this community and show people how this works, and we all can do it together, bro. And we can all share our stories, dude. And we can all fucking spread that love, man, and just be totally gnarly with it. It'd be the best thing, man. It'd be the best thing. And like, in the near future, man, I have some theories that I want to, you know, let out maybe around like the 100th episode or something. But I want to get people talking first and stuff, and really like start to build a community. So please, like, subscribe, comment, share. You know, and you know, listen, think of it this way, okay? You're almost like gaslighting your own brain when you're trying to change this programming. You know what I mean? In a way to say. And I wish, like, at the moment, it's kind of hard for me to explain because I'm kind of like a little bit spaced out at the moment. But you know, it's almost like gaslighting on your brain. I'll touch more on that on the next episode, so stay tuned in, and I'll touch base on that a little more, what I mean by that. So, you know, being awake, paying attention is it's radical, you know, it's really cool, man. And we also are going to have our weekly horoscopes with Mandy and Whimsical every Tuesday for you guys, so it'll be like an extra tasty little treat, you know, and be sure to tune in next week, and we're gonna have some horoscopes for you on Tuesday with Mandy and Whimsical. I love you guys, man. I want to keep doing this. Please like, subscribe, and share, so I can keep doing this, guys, because I feel like it's what I should be doing. I'm following intuition. I don't know what I'm doing, but they're gonna get better. Trust me. You know what I mean? Like, your first episodes are gonna suck. But listen, dude, hang in there, because we're going up, and we're going up, and we're going up to the top, bro. And we're gonna live our best life together. You know what I'm saying? Can you dig it? Cause I fucking can. Dude, rock and roll. I love you guys. Please support the channel, man. Let's do this. Let's show the world. Let's show other human beings how human beings are capable of doing so much very, very cool shit. You know, no, it's not too good to be true. Oh no, it's not. It's too easy. Blah blah blah. Shake that shit out of your head. You gotta, you know. And I know it's hard because it's programmed. And even me, like, I'm pretty well trained on how this works and stuff, and my brain still tries to justify a lot of the shit that I know logically ain't right, you know? That's why I say my brain's not always right. I'm still trying to justify shit that I know logically ain't fucking you can't do it, you ain't having it, you know what I mean? Like, but we get so programmed, man, you know, it's hard to shake them. It's like when I ask you, you know, when I say basic tools, what's the first thing you think of? Hammer and a chisel, screwdrivers. That's what we know as tools. That's embedded in our brain. So when we think about the old world and the tech and the tools they had, you might look at something and not even know. You know, they might think, how do they not know what that was used for? Is what they were thinking. But if they found our toaster, they would never in a million years know what it was for. It's a tool, it's a tech, it's knowledge, it's some kind of fucking, you just don't recognize it because your brain is programmed to think you know what tools are. But in the old world, you didn't. You know what I mean? And a lot of buildings weren't done with a hammer and chisel. I hate to tell you guys, man. Like, and these statues and shit. Like, no fucking way. Watch a couple of my other episodes, like the shorts and stuff. I put like old world buildings and, you know, statues that were carved by a chisel in the 1600s or whatever. Fuck off. It didn't happen like that, bro. There was some sort of, the key word is precision. Some sort of advanced technology, trust me. So, I'm not gonna ramble on much more, guys. I'm sorry. I have a tendency to do that. I love you. Share, like, subscribe. Let's party, man. Let's do it. Spread the love. Share the knowledge. And be powerful, man. Be as powerful as you can be. Right? Are you with me? I love you guys. Peace. I'll see you next week.